Okay, we have a direction video today, actually something you don't have to take notes on, just listen to. And I will keep this video as a resource for you, so if you need to see it again later, it'll be available. Okay, what we're doing today is plotting points on what's called a coordinate grid. A coordinate grid is an XY coordinate. This is the x-axis right here, x going across. And this is the y-axis, y going up and down, right? And so anytime we go to graph a point, it takes two numbers, an x value and a y value, to plot a point. And the x, again, like I highlighted there, is left to right, and the y is the up or down. And if you look at the number line, you can see that the x is positive to the right, negative to the left. The y is positive up and negative down. Okay, just important things to know to navigate around the coordinate grid. And you should have seen this before and know how to plot these, but if you don't, here's some directions. Okay. And you're like, well, why are we doing this? Well, we're doing it just for practice. We're going to be doing these ones that make little pictures, but when you get to eighth grade, you're going to be graphing for problem solving and equations. So it becomes an important math skill that we're learning and practicing right now. Okay, one other thing about the coordinate grid, this point where the two lines meet right there in the center, that is 0, 0. It's 0 for the x, 0 for the y. It is called the origin because it is where we start, right? To originate is to start, and so every time we're graphing, we start from that point right there. Now I need to erase it because it's not a point that we want in our way. All right, to show you what I'm doing, I'm going to highlight and then put the dot, and then we can erase the highlights later. So graphing these, I rewrote the points that I'm graphing so that I can write underneath them, so it's a little bit bigger. So going across, I go in order, and my first point is -6, +1. That x is negative, so that means I'm going to go to the left. The y is positive, so I'm going to go up. So when I graph that, I'm going to start from the origin right here. I'm going to go -6 right there, right? And then I'm going to go up 1. And then I'm going to put my point. Now, when you do this, you would not highlight that line, right? I am doing that as a way to help explain to you how you know where the point goes. So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, and we graphed that one, so I can go, that one's done. Okay, the next point is +1, so that goes to the right, and +8, that goes up. Okay, graphing that point is starting here again, +1, so just to there, and then +8 up goes to here. Now, once I have more than one point, the thing, how we make these pictures is we connect the dots. So make sure that you connect the dots as you go. If you wait till you're done, you don't know the order to connect them. And if you connect them randomly, it's not going to make a picture, it's just going to make a mess. Okay, so we've got 2 points graphed, so I cross those off. My next one is +8. Positives to the right, +1, that's up. Okay, starting again at the origin. Now I'm going to go +8, +1. There is my dot. Again, connect as you go so you know what the next point is. Oops, I wanted to erase that. All right, and just a little side note, if you like yours nice and neat, when you're connecting those dots, you can use a ruler if you have one. You can use any straight edge, like a card or a piece of paper. If you make the straighter you make the lines, the nicer the picture looks when you're done. But you don't have to. Just do your best. Okay, next point is +1. That would go left or right, and -6. That's going to go down. So when I highlight that one, I go +1, but now I'm going down for the -6 right there. So that's where my point goes. And again, I'm going to connect always back the last point to the new one. Okay, and I'm going to erase the highlighty line. Okay, that one's done. Oops, I erased it again. And my last point is -6, so that goes left, +1, that goes up. So I am here from 0, -6, +1. What the heck? I already have that point. Okay, often they do that because you're closing out a shape, right? You're connecting the last point to the new one, which is actually a point we already had. So there we go. It turns out that this is a square. Wow, or if you look at it this way, it's a diamond, right? It was just a practice one. It's not too exciting. The one you're doing for your homework is a little bit more elaborate, right? It's got more points, makes a neater picture. So once you're done, right, you would be finished. Now you're doing this on paper from a page in your math resource packet. I'll tell you in the assignment what the page is, but when you finish this, then you're going to take a picture of it and submit it. If you like to color, you can color in your picture. Now yours is going to be more than just a square, so you might actually use more than one color. If you color it and turn it in, then you get an extra credit point on the assignment, which never hurts, my friends. Now, if you don't want to color it and you did the assignment, you can get full credit, no problems. But if you would like a little relaxation and coloring time, then you can color it and get yourself a little extra credit. It's up to you, right? So, and when I say color, I mean, if yours is a more involved picture, you would probably spend a little more time coloring than I just did, but it makes them look nicer. Okay, there we go. The coloring part is up to you. All right, so again, you're going to look in Google Classroom for your assignment. You're going to do this on paper, probably with a pencil in case you make a mistake, and then submit the picture when you're done. Oh, one more side note. If you're graphing your points, right? You're plotting your points and plotting your points and making it all graph, and it's got numbers here and numbers here. And then it says end or stop. I'm not sure which one yours does. That means that the points, this point does not connect to that one. Whenever it says stop, that means there's a break in the line and you do not connect those. So that is something you'll probably need to know when the pictures are a little bit longer than this one. This one didn't have that. And you may very well have done this before. Probably I would expect you have. So if that's the case, this was a refresher. If not, then this was just a teach. And this video will be posted so you can look back at it if you need it later. All right, so go do your assignment.